Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Jayco JAYFLIGHT 32 BHDS travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, leave plenty of room for that awning to come in and out. And then of course on your off campsite, your slide, leave room for that to come in and out unhindered. Try to not have anything hanging over top of it as well. Then I want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power and water connections are going to be with your slides closed just above your rear tire on your off camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive and unhook your hitch, first thing we're going to do is level your unit. Now I do recommend on a unit this long, bring in your slides, measure that out, find the center, get your little stick on level. Stick that on there, have someone watch it while you come to your power tongue jack, which has a night docking light should you arrive at night, and retract to lower, extend to raise. Underneath this rubber stopper right here is a hand crank for your stabilizing jack crank. That will bring your tongue up and down should you lose power. Speaking of power, check your battery posts down there and make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. Once we've got our unit level, we're going to stabilize it. All four corners of the unit, you have these stabilizing jacks with a 3/4 inch crank. You can use a drill gun or an impact driver. I do recommend that you slow down when you get to the bottom. I recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Good investment. Use your 10% off coupon. Grab a 4-pack of them, put them down, and run these down just until we are taut. Once you have any type of resistance on your hand crank, however little it is, go ahead and stop. Because remember, we've already got our unit level. All we're doing now is stabilizing it. So run all 4 of those down, get all 4 corners down, we got our unit level and stable. We can hook up our power and water. There's your rear ones. So on your unit, you've got this big long 30-amp cord, plugs in here on the side. The way these plug in now, plug in, twist to the right, that'll lock it on, and then turn on your black washer. Now at the end of that 30-amp service, should you need to plug in at home or any other 110, is a 30 to 15 amperage reducer that'll come in your convenience pack. Got your power hooked up, let's hook up your water. Now at the campsites, we're going to hook up to the city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites, so it's a good idea to use these. Put that on there nice and snug. Once that's on there, hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Right above this is going to be your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point, folks, make sure our drain plug's back on. You may have left it out last time you were out camping, draining your hot water heater. Get that on there nice and tight. Once that's on there tight, you can turn that hose on. Now after that hose has been on for a little while, you can go inside and deploy your slides. Our unit's level and stable. Open them up, I need you to get inside and open up all of your water taps. Get all the air out of the lines, get a nice steady flow of water going through them. Then you know your hot water heater is full, and you can turn that on from indoors. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use city water. We're going to go dry docking or boondocking, dry camping. In that case, we're just going to fill up our fresh water tank. Your fresh water is just to the left of the entry doorway. No need for a water pressure regulator here. Just simply use a hose. 2 ways to tell when this is full. One, there's an overflow valve right here. Or 2 on the inside where you check the levels of your battery and black and gray tanks. There's also a freshwater button. Hold that button down. Once this is full, and remember, stay here by this while you're filling it up. Once it's full, put your cap back on, and then whenever you want to utilize this water, you'll turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when using city water. That's already pressurized. Alright, we're all set up with power and water, all ready to camp. I'm going to go ahead and walk you around the rest of the outside of the unit here, starting on your campsite. There's your cover for your spare tire, the big pass-through storage area. On your awnings, if it is raining, and picnic tables down there, you got to pitch adjust. Simply pull down on this, and that will tilt your awning this way and run all your rainwater down this way. You have your low point drain right there. Another low point drain right here, and your freshwater drain. Quick connect LP down here as well. Up here on the wall, you're prepped for a TV. There is a TV mount inside. You can put on a little TV. You can snap on here. 110 and cable here. Again, your fresh water. A couple of outdoor speakers and a vent for your microwave. Coming down to your separate entryway. Let's open up your outdoor kitchen. It's on hydraulics. You set up a griddle or a grill out here. You do have individual lighting, some accent lighting, sink, drawer, and electric fridge. Be sure to make sure you lock this. When you're locking up your whole unit, make sure you do get your outdoor fridge area. You have a ladder, utilize it. Go up there and check the seams of your roof a couple times a year and caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. There's your spare tire, Goodyear Endurance. Above that is a prep for a Furrion backup camera. You can purchase one from our store and they'll sit on the dash of your tow vehicle. Electronically communicating with that, give you a backup camera for the unit. There's where you'll plug in your cable for the campsites. Back here is a dump for that outdoor kitchen area. Little gray water holding tank. Coming back to your docking station again. Your black tank flush, we'll talk about that when we dump your black and gray tanks. Your hot water heater. An outdoor shower with hot and cold water. City Water Connect. That is a flue for your furnace. 2 things on that. Make sure it's never blocked. Don't block that opening. And if you're running your furnace, steer clear of it. It does get hot. That is your power. And down here is where you dump your black tank. The other gray water handle will be underneath there. Better accessible with your slide closed. Other side of your pass-through storage area. Your propane does come with a cover and is on a regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty-loosey to open. Night docking light. And that about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look inside your unit. Going up inside, first thing I like to point out in every unit is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Immediately up to your left, control panel. So up here is where you can check your levels. There's your brand new battery. There's your freshwater button, the one I said you can hold down to tell when your potable water is full. Your black and gray tanks. Here's where you turn on your water pump if using potable water. Your water heater if hooked to gas, your water heater if hooked to electric. It does make a difference. Awning control, slide control, and lighting. On your awning, just want to show you, you only want to run that awning out until that white flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see that brown bar. These awnings will continue to run themselves out and start running themselves up backwards. So keep an eye on it when you're running it out. Make sure you don't run it out further than you need to. Again, this lighting, first one would be your awning light. The other would be interior. Get your awning back in here and continue the tour. We call these slam locks for a reason. They work best if you kind of slam them. Down on the floor down here is your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. The reason I mentioned that's 12-volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you do go out boondocking or dry camping, you have nothing plugged in charging your battery. If you're going to be gone for the day, disconnect your battery post to keep this from running your battery down while you're gone. Continuing into the kitchen, 110 here. Your self-explanatory microwave. You do have a light and fan above your cooktop. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light. Turn this to light. Changes from blue to red. Hit your spark here and this is where it'll light up when your gas is on. Same thing on your oven. Turn that to your light. Hit your spark and then set it to the desired temperature. No need for a pilot light anymore. Rock that panel light down, it becomes an oven light. Below your oven is your access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Handful of 15s in there, a couple 40s. Highly recommend having those with you when you go camping. Coming over to your Norcold fridge. Hold that button in, turn this on. So whatever's white is what you're controlling. For example, this is the freezer, this is the fridge. The freezer, we like to keep it 5. The fridge, 3. This is a night mode. That's telling the fridge, I'm not going to be opening and closing you as much. Save me some energy. And it does so. Continuing around the living room here. And this back wall is going to be a thermostat. We'll crank the air on real quick. Turn it all the way down, get that kick on. There's your AC. We'll shut that off. You notice that'll shut off rather quickly. Now I'm going to turn your furnace on. You will notice that when your furnace kicks on, when I shut it off, it takes a little bit longer for the furnace fan to cycle through before it shuts off. So don't think that it wasn't shut off when you shut it off. Give it a few minutes. Your table here, push on this yellow button here to unlatch that. Jackknife your table down, set it on these lips here, put your back cushions on top. Now it'll give you another sleeping quarters here. Your recliners do have a parachute pull reclining mechanism. Push it back down with your feet. A lot of individual lighting up in here. You're all prepped for a TV here. Down underneath here's your controls. There's your clamp for your outdoor television. Just make sure that when you arrive at the campsite, you have this TV plugged in here. Before you run your digital channel scan, make sure that this button is pushed and this green light is on. That's a digital channel enhancer and it'll allow you to pick up more channels. You also have a remote for this RV Technology sound system. So music indoors, outdoors. Or both and rock the whole campsite. AM, FM, Bluetooth, compatible. Shut that off. This TV mount here will actually swivel around. Coming into your bedroom. Unsnap one of these. And show you that on the inside is a mirror and a clamp here. If you lift this hook up, You can swing this around and put the mirror to the outside, and whatever TV you mount out there, you can watch in here at night. For travel, make sure that both of your bedroom doors are snapped open. You don't want them bouncing all over the place. Access underneath your bed to your front storage. This is a template in case that you ever decide to wire this whole thing for solar. That's a template for the techs to be able to know where the wiring's at. 110s on both sides. Individual lighting under the bunks. And your ceiling lighting there. Two more things to show you in the living room. I want to shut off these bedroom lights while I'm thinking about it. You have a smoke alarm here above your seating here, and your skylight with shade. Head back out here to the bunk area. We'll stop in the bathroom. Coming in here, you got your lighting. You do have a hand crank open power exhaust vent in here. Some plumbing to maintain. Just keep an eye on it. It's all PEX now, but you are bouncing a house down the road, so keep an eye on it. Make sure nothing's wiggled loose. Lastly, your 110 with GFCI reset is here in the bathroom. Let's head on back to your bunk area. So this is a separate slide for back here. So your single bunk up here. Unhook that to set that down. Both of these can be unfolded and used as bedding, or turn them, use a gaming system, gaming chairs as you set up a TV up in here. Another 110 here. These steps will fold out to get up to the top bunk. We'll tell you, for traveling, it's best to travel with this down. Less stress on your mechanism up here. And the slide will close with it down. Make sure that your steps up here are closed and that door is closed whenever you close this slide. Which is going to bring us to that now. First thing I like to do in a unit when closing up is to come to my control panel and shut off my interior light. Then I can see any individual lighting that I need to walk around the unit and shut off all of this one touch. Another door, bedroom door, to make sure that you have snapped open for travel. Lighting in here is one touch. Got all of our lighting off. Before heading back up front, let's go ahead and bring in our bunk slide. Again, everything's closed. Doors and drawers are secure. Nothing's going to impede our slide from coming in. One more light to make sure I don't miss. Again, coming into the living room, doors and drawers. Make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to impede your slide from coming in, especially this entertainment center door. And hit slide in. Now if it were dark, we could turn back on our ceiling lights that we can control from the doorway. See the importance of having that door closed there. And I want you to hear a noise as this finishes up here. That is okay to hear. That is not your slide mechanism grinding. That's the slide mechanism telling itself not to come in any further. Exit our unit. Lock and deadbolt your exterior door. Lift and turn this handle. If you are out boondocking, get up underneath here and dump that white low point drain, as well as that one. It's going to be all your fresh water. If you're at a campsite, we're going to unhook our power, our water, and our cable. We're gonna bring up all of our stabilizing jacks. We're gonna hook up our hitch and head on up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is gonna be just behind your tires on your campsite, on your off campsite, as well as a gray water holding tank back there. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities. Take your 10-foot hose, hook that up, and pull that black holding tank. Now once it sounds like that's no longer draining, you can open your unit and check your panel to see if the black tank is empty. If so, leave that black handle open, take your water pressure regulator again, come on up here to this tank flush, and hook up the hose at the dump station. Take that hose, let that run for a good 5 minutes. That's gonna wash out all that nastiness out of your black tank. Once that's done, take that hose off. Make sure all that washout you just put in there has drained. Then close your black handle. Then you're gonna step up here and pull this gray handle. That's gonna be cleaner water. It's your sinks and your showers. That's gonna clean your sewage hose out for you. When that one's done draining, close that gray handle, remove your sewage hose, and come back and dump this other gray tank. Hook that up, pull that handle. When that one's done, close it, and then you can conveniently and sanitarily store your sewage hose right here in the bumper. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this JAYFLIGHT for many years to come. Happy camping. Now we're going to come over here and open up those low point drains. When those are done draining, come back over here to your hot water heater. We're going to lift up on this pressure release valve. Remember, be careful, this is hot water. Stick that up like that. That's going to drain the rest of your hot water out of there. Don't worry about it hitting anything. That's what it's made for. Once that's done, put this handle back down. Otherwise your door won't close. And then you can remove your drain plug to get the rest of the hot water out of there.